Please don't skip this video if you are going to write physics in this year JAMB. Yes. Or if you have a coursemate or friend who is going to write physics in this year JAMB, this video is for you. Yes. In this today's video, we want to solve exam likely questions on the topic motion. If this is the first time of coming across our video, please do well to click the plus sign, like the video, share to your friends. Yes, this video you will learn a lot. Also, we have a YouTube channel. Yes, where we have posted a lot of academic content there that will help you in this year JAMB. Please promote our channel, show us some love by what? Going to the YouTube and click Chidons Daniel. Follow us on YouTube by clicking subscribe. It's free. Yes, just click subscribe to be part of our channel. It's free. We have two YouTube channels, Chidons Daniel and the Chidons Academy class. Please show us love. Promote our channel by going to our channel, click subscribe and share to your friends so that they will also click subscribe. Yes, let's see what to learn in this question. We will be solving many questions here. This is the first question, then we'll also solve another question. Yes, let's go to the first one. In the first question, it says, a palm fruit dropped to the ground from the top of a tree 45 meters tall. How long does it take to reach the ground? And you see the option. If you want to solve this, please remember the laws of motion. This is very easy. Once you remember the laws of motion, you are done. V equals to U plus or minus AT. Now, because we are talking about something being dropped from a top or something being thrown up. When something is being thrown up or something is falling from what? Top part of the earth, this A will be changed to what? G. So what we are saying is that if you are dropping something from a top or you are throwing something to atmosphere, what you need to do is that don't write A, just change it to G. It means we'll be talking about acceleration due to gravity, how it's being affected here. Then another equation you shouldn't forget is S equals to UT plus or minus GT what squared. Yes, these two equations are very, very important. Another one is V squared equals to U squared plus or minus 2AX. They are just three. This equation is very important. Now, how do you know when to use plus or minus? You use plus when it is falling from the top, and you use minus when it is moving against the gravity. When you are throwing something up, if I'm throwing this marker up, I will use V equals to U minus GT, or S equals to UT minus GT square, or V square equals to U square minus 2GS. Why? Because I'm throwing something against the gravity. Okay? But when I'm throwing something from the top, I will use plus sign. Now they say a palm fruit dropped to the ground from the top. It means it's falling from the top. And so the sign we will be using is what? Plus. Now, which of these three formulas are you to use? To know which to use, remember they said the distance is given from the top, the distance covered is given. So S is given to be 45 meters. So you need to write down the parameter given to you. Now they say calculate time. How long? How long means time? Obviously, here does not have S in his formula. And so we skip this. Then here has S, but it doesn't have T. And so we skip this. Then here has S and has C. It means this is the formula that will go. That is how you know the formula you are to use. Now, we now say that a palm fruit dropped to the ground. When you are throwing something from the top to the ground, it means that it will only have final velocity V. It will not have initial velocity. And so initial velocity will be 0. Time is what we are looking for. I will put it here. 45 equals to 0 times T, 0. Okay? Then G is noted to be what? Constant, 10 meter per second square. And so we now say 0 times t is 0. Then we only have plus. We say we are using plus because it is falling from the top. We will be using plus. That is s equals to what? Plus, because it's falling from the top. If you are throwing it against or throwing it to the up, you use minus because you are moving against the gravity. So we'll be having here 0 times this is 0, gt square. That means this is half gt square, please, not gt square. Half gt square. Okay, so what we'll be having is half times 10 times t squared. Divide this 5. You now have that. To make t squared subject of formula, 5 will divide this. It will give you 9 equals to t squared. Therefore, t will be equals to, removing power of 2 here, you have t. Square root of 9 is what we will take. Square root of 9 is what? 3 seconds. That means the answer is option E. Now, to solve question number 2, it says, what is the instantaneous velocity at time t equal 5 seconds of a particle if its acceleration given as a function of time is 3t squared plus 4? What you need to do here is ask yourself, what formulas do I know about acceleration? You say acceleration equals to v over t. Now, I want to tell you now, under the topic differentiation and integration from mathematics, you need to know that when you have a numerator and a denominator, what it implies is that for you to get acceleration, you have to differentiate v with respect to time. You get acceleration. Then, another term you shouldn't forget is opposite of differentiation, which is integration. How do we go about integration? Making v subject to formula, you have v equals to what? T times this, at. That means for differentiation, when you differentiate v with respect to time, you get this. But for this one, it doesn't have denominator, so to speak. What you need to do is I say integration of at gives you velocity. But this one that have denominator, you say differentiation of v with respect to time will give you what? Acceleration. So since acceleration is what is given, it means we have to integrate it with respect to time. Now question is, how do you integrate? Now to integrate this, you say add 1 to the power is already 2. Add 1 to the power, it becomes 2 plus 1, 3. You have 3t raised to power 3. 3t raised to power 3. Then what is the new power? You say the new power is 3. Now it means add 1 to the power, you have 3. All over the new power, 3. Then this is a constant, another number. Once you have a constant, because the letter we are seeing here is t, you have t, you attach t to that word constant. It means plus 4 what? T. So 3 will cancel 3, giving you t cubed plus 4t. Therefore, carry the power of 5. You have 3 divided 3, it will go back 3 raised to power 3 plus 40. That is equals to your v. Because we say when you integrate this, you have velocity. Therefore, velocity will be equals to, carry 5 and put here. 5 into what? 3 plus 4 bracket what? 5. That will be giving us 5 into 3 is 125. 4 times 5, 20. 125 plus 20 will be giving you 145. 145 meter per second. So that means option what? A. This one option A. Now let's go to question number 3. Fig 1-2, that is this figure, shows the velocity time graph of a car which starts from rest. So they say it's starting from rest. You put 0 here. It's starting from rest. Okay? Then you now say that, and it's accelerated uniformly at the rate of 3 meters per second. The acceleration where it's moving up, 3 meters per what? Second. Then for 5 seconds, okay, we are now fixing our parameter for 5 seconds. Then it attains a velocity which is maintained. It attains a velocity which is maintained. That it has a constant velocity. I can see it's constant for 1 minute. 1 minute means what? 60 what? Seconds. 1 minute means 60 seconds. And so you say 60 plus 5. That means it will give you what? 60 what? 5. Then we now say again, the car is then brought to rest by a uniform retardation. Is brought to rest, brought to zero after another 3 seconds. So it means that from 65 to here is 3 seconds. So 65 plus 3 will be giving me 60 what? 8. So the unit of this is seconds, and the unit of this is meter per what? Seconds. And so they said, calculate the total distance covered. To calculate the total distance covered, we have so many methods of doing that. But I will be discussing some of those methods. First and foremost, break or split this diagram into 3. I will have something like this. I will have something that goes this way. Then I will also have something that goes this way. And also have something that goes this way. Now, you say here is 3. And here, this time is 5. Do you know we can get this side? I can get it. How can I get it? This 3 represents acceleration. Acceleration equals to V over T. That means from here to here, from this side to this side means the velocity. It means the velocity. So therefore, velocity will be equal to acceleration times time. 3 times 5 is 15. That means this side is what? 15. Okay? Then from here to here, 65 minus 5 will give you from here to here to be 60. I'll write here to be 60. Then this distance from here to here is also what? 15. Then this distance from here to here is also 15. But 68 minus 65 is 3. Are you getting it? And so we have this diagram. Then the implication of this is find the area of this plus the area of this plus the area of this. That is total distance covered. That is one way of getting it. Oh yeah. What is the area of a triangle? We say half base times height. Half base times height. Where the base is 5 and the height is 15. We say 15 times 5 divided by 2. That is half base times 5. So this will give me 37.5. So we'll go to the next one. Area of this 60 times, this is a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is length times width. 60 times 15. 60 times 15 gives you 900 plus 900 plus this one is a what? A triangle. Half base times height is still the formula. 15 times 3 divided by 2. 15 times 3 divided by 2. 22.5. And so add everything. It will be giving you 22.5 plus 37.5 plus 900. That will be giving you 960 meter. That is one way of solving it. Let's see another way of solving it. That is option D. Let's see another way of solving it. Another way of solving it is by remembering that this diagram represents diagram of trapezium. This is a diagram of a trapezium where you have this to be 60. We have this and this. We have the height to be what? 15. And we have this total distance from here to here to be what? 60 what? 8. That is from here to here to be 68. From 0 to 68. And we now tell them that area of a trapezium is half times what? A plus B times height. Where this is your A, and this is your B, and this is your height. So we'll be saying 60 plus 68, half times 60 plus 68 times our height is 15. Yes. So we'll be having 60 plus 68 divided by 2 times 15. That will be giving you 960 meter. Question 4. The equation of a displacement time curve of a particle is given as x equals to 5t squared. Find the instantaneous velocity at time t equals to 1 second. When you meet this type of question on your screen, what you need to do is that you remember v equals to what? Distance over what? Time, or displacement over time. You know that I'm just saying distance because I saw d, but know it that distance and displacement do not mean the same thing. Yes, speed is equal to distance over time, because speed has magnitude but no direction, and so it goes with distance over time. But whenever we talk about displacement, not distance here for velocity, we say displacement is distance covered in a specified or given direction. Therefore, displacement is a vector quantity, so to speak, while distance is not a vector quantity. Speed is not a vector quantity, they are scalar what? Quantity. So we are talking about v equals to displacement over time. Please have it to your mind as we discuss this. Now, the displacement is given to us, and we know that v equal to displacement over time. That means when you differentiate displacement with respect to what? Time, you get velocity. The first one we solve, when we differentiate displacement with respect to time, we get acceleration. Okay. And the first one we solve, when we differentiate what? Velocity with respect to time, we get acceleration, right? And we now say that from here, at is equal to v. We said when you integrate at, acceleration with respect to time, you get velocity. So that's about this. That means for this one, when you differentiate displacement with respect to time, you get velocity, right? From here, making this order to formula, I have that Vt equals to displacement. In case they give you the one of velocity, it means that when you integrate velocity with respect to time, you get displacement. Please have this understanding very well. Yes, when to use differentiation, and when you what? When to use what? Integration. Okay. Now, coming to this question now, I'm to differentiate displacement with respect to time. How? To differentiate this, I will say dx over dt equals to velocity. How do we differentiate? The power times the coefficient, the power minus 1. 2 times 5 will give me what? 10. 2 minus 1 is 1. The power times the coefficient, the power minus 1. That is the simpler way of doing differentiation of this type of question. Then we will be having that v is equal to 10t, and t is at 1 second. V equals to 10 bracket. Put the 1 second as value of t. That will be giving you 10 meter per second. So we say option C is correct. In question number 5, a body is projected at such an angle that the horizontal range, which we noted as r, is twice the maximum height, is equal to 2h. The angle of projection is what? Please, as I want to solve this, have this information. We said that the horizontal range is maximum at what angle? You know that we have horizontal range to be equal to u square sine 2 theta all over g. We have this formula, okay, as horizontal range. Horizontal range means the maximum horizontal distance that will be covered, whereas maximum height means the maximum vertical height that will be covered, so to speak. Now, coming to this, we say that this r is maximum at theta equals to 45 degrees. The r is going to be maximum, the horizontal distance covered or the horizontal range covered will be maximum at theta equal to 45 degrees. Please note this, don't forget it, okay? Okay, now going back to the question we are solving, we now say that if you are asked to solve this, the angle of projection should be what? What is your r? You say u square sine 2 theta all over j equals to what is your h? U square sine square theta all over 2j. Then you carry this 2 times 2. This 2 is constant to multiply this h. Here this will cancel this. Are you getting it? This will cancel this. Are you getting it? Then we now have that this will also cancel this. Then we'll be having that from here that sine 2 theta equals to sine square theta. Sine 2 theta equals to sine square theta. That is what is remaining. We have to make theta subject of formula. How do we do that? Sine square theta means sine theta times sine theta, right? Now we have to solve these three ratios and make theta subject of formula. How do we do that? Okay, let's solve it. First and foremost, sine 2 theta means sine theta plus theta equals to, like sine A plus B, equals to sine theta cos theta plus cos theta sine theta. This is from three ratios where we have here to be A and here to be B. Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Now these two things are the same from commutative principle of mathematics. That's what we call commutative principle, where they say 2 plus 3 is equals to 3 plus 2. And 2 times 3 is equals to 3 times 2. It's from commutative law of mathematics. That means addition of two numbers and multiplication of two numbers are commutative. So multiplying two things, they are commutative. So that is why we say this and this are the same. And so I will be saying this means 2 sine theta cos what? Theta. That is equals to sine 2 theta. So I will be writing here to be my sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta is this. So I will clean here and say that sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine theta will cancel sine theta. Sine square theta, it will remain sine what? Theta. So once this cancellation is done, we will be having that 2 cos theta equals to sine theta. Do you remember that sine over cos is tan? Watch it. 2 cos theta equals to sine what? Theta. But remember that sine over cos is tan. So this cos coming down here will be having 2 equals to sine theta over what? Cos theta. And is equals to tan theta. So tan theta is equals to 2. Therefore, theta will be equals to tan inverse of what? 2. Shift tan 2. That will be giving you 63.43. You said this is the correct answer. Theta equals to 63.4 degrees. Yes, that is how to solve question number 5. We go to question number 6. Which of the following statement is or are correct? That tells you that on your JAMB day, you will notice that not all questions will be calculation. Some questions will be theory question. Which of the following is or are correct? An object may I. Which of them is correct? For you to understand this, remember the principle of vectors and scalars. We noted that speed is always what? Constant. It doesn't vary. And velocity vary because it is a what? A vector. We said that velocity of a body is a vector because it has magnitude and direction, and so the direction can change. And so it has varying velocity because the direction can change. But it cannot have varying speed because the speed is constant. Speed of everybody is meant to be constant because it doesn't have direction. So as speed is a scalar, it doesn't have direction, and so it will be constant. It will not be varying. So I will say this is wrong. have varying velocity, correct? Without having varying speed. Yes, it have varying velocity without having varying speed. Speed is always constant. This is correct. Now, once you have velocity, we have acceleration. So once velocity is a vector, acceleration is also a vector. And so the acceleration, okay, an object may be accelerated without having varying speed. Yes, this acceleration can change as thought. Like the acceleration can change, but the speed cannot equally what change. Yes, so you can say an object may be accelerated without having varying speed. If this speed varies, that option is wrong. So without having varying speed, but velocity can change because the direction can change at any time. Acceleration can change too because the direction can also change at any time, because acceleration is a vector, and so it has magnitude and it has what? Direction. So it can be accelerated without having varying speed. Assuming that they said acceleration can what? Vary without having varying speed. It's still correct because acceleration can vary. Yes, but the speed cannot what? Vary. The speed is always constant. And so we say it is option what? A. If you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click what? Like, click subscribe, share to your friends. We will go to another topic in physics. Check our video, check our channel, check our TikTok so that you see our videos and learn as well. Let's go to the next topic.